Okay. It's time to go this way, where we talk about what happened this week in WWA. You'd think I had all week to think of something, right? I
like that you started with the one rhyme scheme, and then it was all words that would have rhymed together, but you had to change them to fit the first one. Wait.
That last one was a reach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Welcome to another edition of Tough Talks with Thili and Dablock, where I saved the fucking stream in the wrong folder. Double. It's all good. I'll just...
Whatever.
I'll forget to fix that later.
Folders are irrelevant.
I'm telling you. Folders? Who cares?
Yeah, fuck folders.
Oh, man. So this week has been very busy for me. My goodness. Between the podcast and the productions, the poetry, and the politics.
That's a lot of peace.
It is. But I've been good. Things have been, working out. I went out this week to see, I did a live on location podcast for Candid Conversations, and we went to the practice spot of Slightly Intoxicated.
Nice.
They're a band out here in Niagara, making some serious noise. And then on Saturday I went to their show, but on Friday I went to see So Wednesday was the podcast. Thursday Thursday I was in the studio with the production. Friday we had a couple people over. Then I went over to band. Then I went out to St. Catharines to go see Gravely James at the Mansion House. Then I came back to Welland to perform at an open mic night. Saw DJ Ill Table Manners. I was with Zach Burry. So then we just came back here and we were spinning and scratching and they got on the turntables and everything. It was just a crazy way to end the day.
Very wild week.
Yeah, man. So, and then
awesome.
Yesterday, Breadman DK Lonely, aka Breadman, came over. Put down some beats with Zach Burry.
Gang.
Yeah, gang. He's like that bass you might hear from time to time is actually him again. So, yeah, man, just making some serious moves making some shifting the universe a little bit,
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. That is a big week, man. You gotta, keep that momentum.
Yes. Speaking of momentum, I have a album in the works with this thing coalition called Momentum. But I also have an album released right now called Cheshire Black. You don't have to spell it with 7 U's, though.
But you should.
You should. When you're saying it, when you're promoting it, spell it with 7 U's. But when you're looking it up, it's CHESHIRE BLACK. Cheshire Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Some serious... I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from that, I like to thank everybody who's listening right now. Anybody who's heard it already. It's one of my favorite pieces of work. But this podcast isn't about music. It's about mayhem. It's about anarchy. It's about combat sports and entertainment.
The World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah. What's it? What? Your source for sports entertainment? Yes, something along those lines. I hear that. I have a couple of the theme songs on my phone, and the ones from like the early '90s. They have that. They have that little cut on there.
Oh, nice, a little tag.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. All right. So what do we got going on here? So, for those of you who don't know what happened on Raw last week, that's why we're here. All right. Randy Orton refused to explain his attack on Edge.
Yeah, Randy came out and was, like dead silent for quite a while. He got booed for a long time because, as we all remember, he did the most heel move ever the week before.
The one-man concerto.
Yep, on Edge.
On the man who invented the concerto.
Yeah, on his, first Raw back. So that was a beautiful heel work, and coming out this way was very interesting character work overall. I kind of thought, I almost thought he was going to come out after all that silence and then just say, Edge is a legend, and walk away. And, like, it'd be sort of like, what the fuck? Like, what? I don't get it. But when you think about it, it's like, well, that is why he did it, because he's the legend killer. And if Edge is back, he needs to be taken out. But yeah, he didn't give any explanation at all. He kind of just let it be mysterious for a bit, which I think is the right move, especially if Edge is not going to be on TV for probably another week or two. And this is going to be a great WrestleMania match. These guys are going to tear it the fuck up.
No doubt. No doubt. Wow. Okay. The next one is Liv Morgan defeat Lana. Ruby Riott return to attack Liv after the match.
Yeah, this is crazy. Liv beat the fuck out of Lana. Like, it was pretty quick. But then all of a sudden, that familiar music hit, and Ruby came back, and it was very cool. She walked in the ring, and immediately you knew something was up, because nobody ever comes back to see their friend who's just beat somebody up, or who just won a match, and then is happy for them in WWE. Like, that doesn't happen. If an old friend shows up after a victory of yours, it's to kick your ass.
Vis-a-vis Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly. And Ruby Riott lives up to that. But we'll see where this goes. I don't know if Ruby Riott is now teaming up with Lana, maybe as some protection as her muscle or something. I hope not. I kind of hope this is a separate thing, and it's moving Liv onto a feud with Ruby. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I think they're going to keep this Lana thing going for a while longer. Because, as we'll talk about on SmackDown, nothing is ever over.
Oh my gosh. I knew that one wouldn't have sat well with you.
Wow.
Drew McIntyre defeats 24/7 champion Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, and I don't understand why he didn't take that title off of him at that point. It's so funny when people are just pinning the 24/7 champion and being like, "Yeah, I don't want the belt. Pick it the belt, take it."
You know what I mean? Well, shouldn't he have gotten it though?
No, it wasn't. It was just a regular match.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for the title.
No, it wasn't. It was weird that because it wasn't very. I don't know. This was a nothing segment overall. It seemed like just a reason to have Mojo get squashed, and Mojo happens to be the 24/7 champion, so it's fuck.
All right.
I think their want to job out Mojo surpasses their want to do cool stuff with the 24/7 title right now.
Which is why it should have stayed with R-Truth. Whatever.
Yes. It should always be with R-Truth.
He should be,
he should lose it and then get it back all the time.
Maybe that, I don't know, man. What's the next thing? Maybe you'll get it at Super Showdown. Raw Tag Team Champion Buddy Murphy and AOP defeat Kevin Owens and the Viking Raiders in a 6-man tag team elimination match.
Cool. What a performance from Kevin Owens on Raw. Jesus Christ, he went hammer on that episode. He was in that match for a very long time. Ivar and Eric kind of got taken out pretty quickly. And then Owens had to go after Seth go after AOP and Buddy Murphy with Seth Rollins. So he had to go against fucking 4 people, basically by himself, and he got it all the way down to just Razor before Rollins was able to fuck him over. But, man, that was like, if people didn't know that we're watching, if people didn't know that Kevin Owens was a fucking beast, whoo.
Like that, I saw a different side. I think I saw this match. I saw a different side of him there. Yeah.
Yeah, he put on a clinic, and that was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm. Aleister Black defeats Eric Young. EY looks completely different with his beard gone.
I was literally just going to say that until looking through the headlines on this, like as we were starting the show,
yeah,
I didn't realize that was Eric Young.
Yeah.
Like when I watched it, I was just like, "Who's this jobber?"
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Why does this guy have so many tattoos? Like,
yeah, and yeah, basically this is one of those. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
There was not much there.
Rey Mysterio. What happened?
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, but there was a lot that I like in this next segment.
Oh, yes. Rey Mysterio defeats Angel Garza. I swear it's Angel Garza. Via disqualification.
You're right. It is Angel. But also, Humberto, the title of this should have been Angel Garza beats the living dog shit out of scrub Humberto Carrillo. As if WWE wanted to prove my point that I made when Humberto got called up from NXT instead of Angel. You know what I mean? Like, it put them on mics opposite each other, and it's just, holy shit. All of that generation's family, or for that family's talent, did not go to Humberto, like, for charisma. Angel is amazing. He held his own so well, and then again with Rey Mysterio, had a great match with Rey and really put it on, and the charisma once again off the charts. The dude is great, and he should be on. He should be huge on every show. Hopefully, when we talk about NXT, hopefully we'll in the coming weeks get him back his cruiserweight title.
Well, we'll see. See what that has to say, because he has absolutely no respect for her. He showed no respect for Rey at all. So
no,
Lord only knows what's next on the card.
No, he is a king of disrespect.
NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley confronted Charlotte Flair.
Ooh. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is a badass. I love Rhea. I was not a fan of the contacts she had in those weird, like,
so
kind of
there are contacts. Okay, yeah, but that's the nightmare.
Yeah. What?
That's the nightmare side. Can you hold on a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello? Yes. I am in the middle of something right now. Can you call Jenny? Yes, that would be perfectly fine. Can you call me at around 3:30 or? Okay. What was the nature of the call? Okay. By all means, we can speak about that I'm just in the middle of a podcast right now, so no worries. I'm actually humbled and honored to receive this call. So as soon as like around 3:30, I should be done here. All right, thank you. All right, appreciate it. Bye. Hello.
Yo.
Yeah. So I just got called about what they think they should do for Black History Month at my daughter's school.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. That's interesting. I got to put some thought into that. I have an hour to think about that. Well, so yeah, we were talking about, but to get back to it, we were talking about NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley confronting Charlotte Flair. I kind of like the contacts.
I love it. Sorry, the contacts? No,
yeah.
I can't. No, I hate those.
I could get behind the contacts. I could get behind that. I know.
It just looks too silly. It doesn't like she's such a badass, and those make her look silly.
Okay. No, I don't know, man. I saw a little bit more intensity in her look.
You what?
I saw a little bit more intensity in her look. Like I looked deeper into the picture when I saw the contacts.
Oh. Maybe.
That's just me. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure for as many people are on the Thili Grave side, there are on the Blocker T side. So we good.
to me, it looks like she's trying to do like Cats, the musical on stage or something. Like it's weird. It doesn't look intimidating, and she should always be scary. But I think, to be honest, I think she got rid of them on NXT the next night. So, but she, I like her coming out and saying, well, if you're going to challenge any champion, why not challenge the champion you haven't beat yet that has beat you? Fucking love that. And, the continuation of this will be on NXT because all Charlotte did was walk away and then woo from the top of the ramp, and then showed up on NXT the next night.
Which we will get to.
Yeah, you what?
Which we will get to.
Exactly. And I think, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, I think her going after the NXT Women's title is a great idea. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, that would actually elevate, because they're trying to establish NXT as a linear brand right now.
Yeah, so exactly.
That would definitely bring them up to the standard, bring the standard up. Speaking of the standard, WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Asuka defeats Natalya and challenged Becky Lynch. That's the only one that doesn't end in an A. To a Raw Women's title rematch. I saw this. This was hot. This was a hot promo.
Yeah, the immediate thing I thought of when I watched this was, okay, Becky's got her swag back. Like, this is the Becky from WrestleMania last year. You know what I mean? This is the Becky that, like, had the fire behind her and, like, the whole crowd chanting for her during men's promos and stuff. Like, she is so fucking good, and her promo killed it. She came out so full of, like, just bravado and cockiness. This is how she should be, and hopefully they can keep this up. Like, I don't want to see them let her kind of get average again.
Okay. I got to have this wrapped up by around 3:15. So, on to the next one. Ricochet defeats Raw Tag Team Champion Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley to earn the right to challenge Brock Lesnar at WWE Super Showdown. You see how I did that there? Paul Heyman.
I did. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anybody saw this, but Rey Mysterio says that Ricochet is the new Rey Mysterio. And I couldn't agree more. Like, the dude is amazing. And this is going to be a fucking good match. Like, I think Brock will work for Ricochet. I think he'll sell his ass off. He knows he's going to win. It's going to be nice and easy for him to take those moves because Ricochet's light.
I see like a couple of backflips out of those suplexes, though.
Yeah, potentially. I think, he might go for Suplex City and Ricochet lands on his feet. Yeah, it's going to be good. Brock, the Brock coming down and whipping the F5 whipping Ricochet into the F5 immediately was so well timed. Like, he booked it down that fucking ramp because it was like Ricochet's music had barely hit yet when he was already halfway back down to the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was savage. It was great stuff.
All right.
Let's get to NXT.
Undisputed Era. Interrupted by the Broserweights Dusty Cup celebration.
Yeah, so the Broserweights are having a celebration in the middle of the ring for their victory of becoming the Dusty Cup winners.
The Dusty
and
Cup.
They had the Dusty Rose Cup, baby. Nobody goes over, nobody wins. And the best part of this was their entrance. First of all, they have an amazing combo entrance now. Titantron and everything. It's great.
Okay.
And then also they came out in a golf cart with a bunch of crazy lights and paint job on it, and it says Broserweights on the front of it, on the roof. And then it also has the Dusty Cup trophy bolted to the back of it. It's fucking amazing. And yeah, then the Undisputed Era came out and basically said, hey, why don't we fight you tonight? And then said, no, we're going to wait till Portland. And then the Broserweights resumed their celebration.
Bam!
Bro. Fucking stallions.
Yeah, man. And then the fact that Riddle has that issue with Lesnar makes me wonder, like, what's going to happen in the coming months.
Yeah, apparently backstage, that altercation that they had was Lesnar, went and seeked out Riddle, walked up to him and said, hey, kid, you might as well stop saying my name and mentioning me on Twitter because me and you are never, ever going to work together.
Yeah.
And apparently Riddle said, okay, man, okay. And then went on to say that I am going to retire Brock Lesnar still.
That's great. I mean, not so much for Brock Lesnar, but that's great.
So good. I fucking, anybody who doesn't love Matt Riddle can go straight to heck.
They're not a bro.
Straight to heck.
Straight to heck. You're on some Kurt Angle shit right there, ain't you? Oh, man. Angel Garza defeats Isaiah Swerve Scott.
So, obviously I love Angel Garza, but quickly, shout out to Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott is a beast. He is building right now, but he is going to be something special in the next, coming year or two. Because he's got all the charisma he needs. He's got all the talent. He's a high flyer, very, very quick. And yeah, I think he's going to do some really cool shit soon. But that being said, this was also mostly a show for Angel to get it ready for him to be going up against what's his name, Devlin, to get back his NXT Cruiserweight Championship, which they really have to put back on him because he is so fucking good with that belt.
I don't know. He's one of those guys that I can legitimately say I honestly have a distaste for. So he's doing his job. Dominic Dijakovic defeats Killian Dane!
Yeah, I was very happy that they gave Dominic this win. I love Killian, but it was almost one of those things where if you went back a year and you saw that this was the match that was being booked, you would immediately know Killian Dane was going to win it because they weren't doing shit with Dominic. But now Dominic is like one of the top mid carders on in all of NXT for the whole brand. So I love that he won this, and I love that we're going to get to see him versus Keith Lee again at NXT Takeover Portland on Saturday. That's going to be fucking good.
Are you looking at the look on his face as he's about to get boot fucked by Killian, though?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's terrible. Mercedes Martinez defeats Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah, this Mercedes Martinez chick looks like, first of all, this is actually crazy. Mercedes Martinez isn't even listed as a featured superstar on this match.
No, she is not.
Despite the fact she won. And the other thing I'll say is Mercedes Martinez looks like Chris Cyborg, and it scares the fucking shit out of me. Yeah, she's good. She's very good. She's scary. Like, her moves are scary, very mixed martial arts style to her. Casey Catanzaro obviously is also great. She's super athletic, very nimble, can do some really cool moves. So we're going to see a whole lot more of both of them for sure. I think they'll probably feud for a couple of weeks.
All right, right on. The Broserweights provide backup for Tommaso Ciampa against the Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era was Undisputed Era was doing I can't remember what's going on here. Either way, Ciampa got attacked by all of the Undisputed Era at once, and then the Broserweights came out. They started kind of scrapping with him as well, which led to Regal coming out and saying, okay, there's going to be a 6-man tag match between the 6 of you later tonight for the main event. And that is where shit got really interesting, but we will get to that.
After we talk about NXT Cruiserweight Champion Jordan Devlin defeating Tyler Breeze.
This was a great match. What were we going to say?
I was going to say Prince Pretty got the nitty gritty.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. But you know what? Tyler Breeze gets to do way more high-quality matches on NXT than he ever did on the main roster, and he brings it every single time. Him versus Jordan Devlin here was really, really good match. They gave it a decent amount of time, too. This is going to be leading to, like I said, I'm fairly certain it's going to be leading to Garza versus Devlin at Portland, which will tear the fucking house down. Like, that could end up being match of the night.
Well, looking at this now, we have NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair took out Charlotte Flair. So what, is Bianca Belair a face now?
No, not at all.
Anti-hero?
Pardon?
Anti-hero?
No, not even that.
Okay.
So basically what happened was Charlotte came out to talk about Rhea Ripley's challenge. As she was talking, Bianca came out to say, hey, she's got to defend her title against me at NXT Portland, so don't be looking past me. If you're facing anybody at WrestleMania, you'll be facing me. Then Rhea came out and started getting in Charlotte's face. Bianca tried to cut in again, and Charlotte had the disrespect, the nerve, the unmitigated gall to put her hand in Bianca's face and tell her to step aside. This is champion business. And then Rhea said, hey, don't you disrespect her as much as me and her are going to tear each other apart. This is NXT, and we have a saying here. We are NXT. And then they both attacked Charlotte. So it's not an anti-hero or face thing. It's just that
NXT.
It's a we are NXT and fuck the other brands type thing. Because as we've seen, NXT is the one brand where no matter what the differences are between the people, they actually come together for the brand sort of thing. Like everyone there bleeds that black and gold.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of the black and gold, Velveteen Dream returned after Tommaso Ciampa and the Broserweights fought the Undisputed Era to a no contest.
Yes, sir. This was awesome. So the Broserweights and Ciampa versus Undisputed Era. Obviously, that's always going to be a good match. When it ended in kind of the no contest and everybody just beating the living shit out of each other, all of a sudden when the Undisputed Era was about to take out Tommaso Ciampa, the lights all cut out, and the date popped up on the Titantron, and then followed by 3 circles that then went into the Velveteen Dream sunglasses shape, and then all of a sudden a black light hit the turnbuckle, and there was the Velveteen Dream, and it was one of the best comebacks I've seen in a long time. Like the crowd popped huge. He went full ham and took out the entire Undisputed Era single-handedly. Yeah, they booked Velveteen to look real strong on his comeback, and I like it.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
Smack easy.
As we talk about Schmack Diesel, Schmack Diggity, the Schmack Down.
Smack Diggity down.
We got Miz and Morrison were interrupted several times during the return of the Dirt Sheet.
Sorry, I was just looking at this thumbnail for the overall show of Bayley standing over Carmella. Was there other stuff for this show?
What?
Nothing.
Bayley is my role model.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, Miz and Morrison. So, I mean, this is cool. They did a real... Did you see this part?
No.
Block?
No, I didn't.
Alright, so this was great. With the return of the Dirt Sheet, the way they did it was they filmed a really good parody of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and the trailers for that, where John Morrison is playing Brad Pitt's character and The Miz is playing Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Okay.
And they basically just did like a 3-minute parody version of that movie, and it was fucking awesome. And then, the New Day came out to spoil the fun as usual.
Whatever, New Day.
No, they came out, healed it up, all being mean and interrupty for no good reason.
They always have a good reason to do whatever they're doing. They're the New Day.
Bullshit.
Is what you use to fertilize farms.
No, you don't ridicule, as what I'm seeing they call Morrison here, the shaman of sexy.
I think it's pronounced shaman.
I mean, whatever, same thing. Tomato.
Tomato Tommaso?
Yeah, same thing. Tomato Tommaso Ciampa. But yeah, then the Usos came out, and they decided to be also rude to the Dirt Sheet, and challenged them to a match. But then they faced different people, one of whom I thought was suspended.
Wasn't he supposed to be, though? But the Usos...
That's what I read.
The Usos defeat Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
Yeah, I swear I read that. So maybe that was just a report that put his name in and shouldn't have, but boy oh boy am I pretty sure I had read that he was suspended as well.
I thought so as well. It's not just you.
Okay.
Not just you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Usos won, which is obviously the right move, because I can't I can't watch Rude and Ziggler get another title shot, let alone title run or anything like that. Like, God, that'd be awful. But yeah, Jimmy and excuse me, they crushed him out with the double super kicks, big old splash.
Big splash.
And, yeah, good night, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Night. On to the next one, which was Elias defeating Cesaro. Now, is it just me, or have you noticed that the thumbnail or the image is not reflecting the title?
Yeah, no, I think they're almost like trying to show that it wasn't a one-sided affair sort of thing by making sure you're seeing that the loser got offense in, I guess. I don't know what the idea is there.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Elias defeated Cesaro. This is pretty good. I'm not, like, I love Elias. I'm not as huge of a fan of face Elias. I think face Elias kind of loses something when he isn't going for fan reactions as much anymore. And I think part of the gold of Elias is how good he is at getting heat with a crowd, even though the crowd loves him, because their crowd is like cheering for him as he starts, and then the second he says something about their town, it's a complete 180 and they hate his guts. And there's not many people who are as good at that as Elias is right now. So I miss that, but he's still good. Like, he's still hilarious. So whatever they want to do, as long as they keep putting him on TV, I'm happy.
All right. This is starting to. You're right. I was sitting here. I'm like, yo, man, what are you talking about? It's not that bad of a thing. But Roman Reigns attacked King Corbin after Corbin humiliated a WWE fan.
Trash. I'm done with it. I skipped it.
Goldberg eyed the Universal title and called out the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Like, just before we talk about that segment, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I skip this segment every week now. I refuse to watch anything more of Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin.
It's a steel cage match this time.
Is it? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna watch it. Like, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm done watching anything to do with that.
Fast forward. Just fast forward.
Yeah. If I'm watching it live, like during a pay-per-view, I will leave the room during it. I don't give a fuck.
Aren't they fighting at Super Showdown?
Don't know. I won't be watching that one live though, so I can skip forward. I don't even want to know who won. I don't even want to know who wins.
Oh, man.
That feud ended for me already. Roman went over. Done. But yeah, so Goldberg appeared via Skype, I guess, and said that he wants to. He realizes Brock Lesnar is busy, so he wants to challenge for the Universal title, and he's gonna face Fiend for it. That was kind of boring, but then immediately the Fiend brought it up when they cut in with the Firefly Funhouse news report. It was so good. Well, because they didn't even do that theme song. They didn't do the theme song at all. They had an alternate that was just for the news. That was like a beep 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 beep, beep, like old school, like emergency news bulletin thing. And it was so good. And then he cut to after he's told Goldberg that he's made a big mistake because the Fiend accepts. He's like, now over to Mercy the Vulture for the weather. And it cuts over to Mercy, and he's in hell where it's snowing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
There was also a brilliant thing. It had like a CNN-style like news crawl at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Like one of the first thing was Huskus Hogg decides to or vows to live a new lifestyle after the quote-unquote pudding incident. Then the other one said Abby the Witch enters like rehab for something, I think it was. And then the third one was Good Night, Sweet Prince, Ramblin' Rabbit dead at 27. A nation mourns.
Oh, wow. Wow. Vicious.
Ramblin' Rabbit dead at 27. A nation mourns.
Oh my gosh. No more Ramblin' Rabbit.
I guess not. It was fucking hilarious. Good Night, Sweet Prince just absolutely killed me.
Mm-mm. What threw me off was Daniel Bryan defeating Heath Slater.
Yeah.
Why is that even a match?
Well, so Heath Slater came up to Bryan after the Bray Wyatt segment with Goldberg and said, "Oh man, you know, maybe Bill should come talk to you. You know, you faced off against him, although you know he didn't really win." And like kind of just like was the unaware idiot accidentally rubbing it in to Daniel. So then Daniel said, "How about me and you in the ring right now?" And then he went out there and he beat the living daylights out of poor Heath Slater. You know, he's got kids.
He does, doesn't he? Doesn't he? You gotta remember that before you start rambling like Rabbit. See what happened to him.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's you know, this was very much a thing of like building Daniel back up after the loss.
Well, Shinsuke Nakamura sent a message to new Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman. Oh, yeah, who's this? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. We talking about guys who are doing things that they shouldn't be doing to people that don't need them done to them. Isn't this a little bit of a display of villainy by those guys? No. Which guys are we talking about?
Top guys?
Top guys, yeah. No, those guys. No.
Top guys, listen. Have you ever heard of this book called The Bible?
How are you bringing the Bible into this? I am enthralled to see how you're going to play this out.
Okay, so you have heard of it. So in that book, there's a little story called David and Goliath.
Oh my gosh! I thought you were going to say do unto others. No, continue.
I mean, Goliath was huge. So is Braun Strowman. And you can't use slingshots in the WWE. So you bring top guys who, you know, the Shatter Machine is arguably like a person slingshot.
Arguably. I can't believe I'm even entertaining this conversation right now. Oh, that's great.
Vis-a-vis Shinsuke's Jesus.
Oh my goodness. So what about the Monday Night Messiah?
Well, that's on Monday. This is Friday.
Oh. Okay. Are you hearing this shit, ladies and gentlemen?
That's a whole different day of the week. That's like almost a whole week away.
Tough Talks with Thili and Dablock is brought to you by such nefarious bullshit as what you just heard. Nefarious.
Did you just call me the N-word?
Well, one of them.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
And of this, of all months, you're going to call me the N-word.
Hey, man, like, I still got some thinking to do. I'm still trying to figure out, hey, what do we do? It's like...
Yeah, they're going to take away your, they're not going to let you plan that anymore. They're like, oh, he's a racist.
This guy doesn't have any ideas about how to celebrate his history or heritage. Why are we even asking him anything?
Blatantly walking around calling people nefarious.
Oh, man, that's great.
You can't let this guy plan stuff.
You know?
For harmony.
Oh, man. Well, we got Sheamus defeats Apollo Crews.
He sure did. He beat the fuck out of Apollo Crews.
No, sorry. My bad. Oh, yeah. Sheamus defeated Apollo Crews. I read that wrong the last time.
Yeah. He beat the fuck out of Apollo Crews, and then he beat the fuck out of Shorty G.
Again?
Oh, yeah. Shorty G came in to attack him after it, and he beat the fucking piss out of him.
Damn.
Yeah, he took his head off with a bro kick. It was nuts.
All I know is this throat kick that Naomi's receiving right now is not, well, it's not nice.
No, it's right in the throat.
Right in the throat. Like, literally.
Ooh, Naomi looks, I love Naomi right now. She is killing it.
Yeah, she's always been killing it. Like the green.
I know. She's always killing it. I just, with her hair, the way she's doing it right now, and she is just big.
Yep.
And she is rocking it.
Yep, definitely. And her, like, what's left of her outfit is very colorful.
Oh, get rid of more of it.
Yeah, say that. Yo, listen, if Jimmy will square up to a cop, bro, I think he'll square up to you too. Just saying.
Dog, he ain't coming all the way up to Canada.
Uh-huh.
They ain't letting him cross the border. Not after he squared up with a cop. You think he's going to be at the next Canada show? Doubt.
Carmella defeats Dana Brooke, Naomi, and Alexa Bliss to earn a future SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity.
Yeah, she did. It was good. This is a good match. Really good overall. Dana Brooke was great. Naomi stole the show 100%. Like, she was the best in this match overall. Alexa Bliss did very, very well. I loved Naomi and Alexa were really the two that like got the majority of the focus for the match. And then Carmella kind of came in, took advantage of an opening when she could, super kicked Naomi in the throat, as we can see here, and then got the 1-2-3 on her. So yeah, we will be seeing her face off against Bayley. When is that happening? I don't know when. They didn't say, I don't think. Maybe next week. Yeah, one place we know it's not happening is the Super Showdown.
Was that too soon? Was that too soon?
Maybe at Elimination Chamber. Yeah. But yeah, so it was good. It's a good match, and then Bayley obviously jumped in and attacked the Princess of Staten Island, stood over her with the belt, as we saw at the top of the page. And yeah, I mean, fuck, man, I love Carmella's new gear. Carmella's new gear is sick. Like, it might be the sparkliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. But you see the tone in her obliques there, bro? Like, that's shredded.
Ooh. Bro, she's like one of the most like fit and toned people on the roster. Like, she is nuts with it.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Naomi either, man. She's got crazy abs. Crazy.
Trust me. Naomi, I love Naomi. I think Naomi is like, depending on the day, Naomi is my favorite. Like, there's a couple girls who I just are like tied for first place for me on who I think are just the best looking in the whole company.
The bee's knees.
On any given day, it could it's Naomi, but it just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Do I want a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla?
It depends on who I've most recently seen an amazing picture of.
That's great. Oh, man. Believe it or not, that is a wrap at 49 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wait.
No, it's not a wrap.
I do need to cover one item of UFC news, which is the main event of the pay-per-view on Saturday, John Jones versus Dominic Reyes.
Mm-hmm.
There was a highway fucking robbery on Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. John Jones was gifted his title by the judges. The majority of UFC fighters agree with me. I was screaming at the television. My buddies were like shocked. It was unreal. Dominic Reyes dominated the first 3 rounds of the fight. John Jones arguably won the last 2 rounds. Neither of them were 10-8 rounds, so there was no catching up sort of thing. And then one of the judges had the goddamn audacity to score it 4 rounds to 1 for John Jones when he was just on his back foot and getting knocked down several times in those first 3 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. Real bad. Anybody goes back and watches it, you will see what I mean. It really does show a problem with the judging in some states by the people that the athletic commission allows to be judges. There's wrong decisions the whole night. At one point during the night, Joe Rogan and Dominic Cruz on commentary on pay-per-view on TV, actually on the prelims on international television, were calling out one of the judges who was having a conversation with somebody else during the fight and not watching the fight.
Was that the one judging? Was that the guy that made it 4-1?
No, well, I don't know, because that was during a different fight that they were calling him out for that.
Okay.
But it may have been. But whoever it was who gave that score should be ashamed of themselves, even more than the other two, because whenever there's a fight that's 3-2 in a lot of people's eyes, it's easy to see why it would be 3-2 in either direction usually. So it can't be so mad as just that John won. But I do think it's bullshit that John won. I think it was an obvious first 3-round victory by Dom. And the singular judge, the one judge who scored it 4-1, is an absolute psychopath, and they should be barred from ever even watching MMA on television again.
Wow. Thili.
They have no idea what they're watching.
Oh my goodness.
There is no excuse for that. They literally should never be allowed to watch a single fight ever again, no matter the way of it happening. The only way they should be able to find out what happened in fights is by people telling them what happened or drawing them a stick figure recreation.
Wow. Okay, now I think we're being a little gravesy.
No. Fuck that judge. No, fuck that judge. They should. The Lord should take his eyesight.
Oh man! Wow. Okay.
And in other news, Valentina Shevchenko beat the living dog shit out of Katlyn Chookagian to nobody's surprise.
Wicked. Is it a wrap now?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So we got 53 minutes and 40 seconds, but it's still under an hour, so... Boom.
Pro fucking fesh, yo.
Yo, that's what it is. What I don't understand is YouTube will let me put up a 3-hour episode of, the Terrell Effect, but I can't put up an hour episode of the discussion.
That's weird.
Y'all just gonna have to tune in live or wait for it to upload later. But, we got a couple of podcasts at Terrell Effect on Saturday at around 12 o'clock. We got Tough Talks with Thili on the Block. That happens whenever Thili's available.
That's going to be more, it should be more regular coming up soon. I am moving over to a night shift, which doesn't start until usually about 4 o'clock, except for tomorrow when it starts at 2. But moving forward, it should be 4 o'clock start time. So, and consistent days, so we should be able to get something a little more consistent.
All right. I just let them know it's a floating show, so they got to tune in to know when it happens, yo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we got Candid Conversations that happens on Wednesdays. Daddy-daughter time usually happens on Mondays in the morning, but today will be happening in the evening. And then we have, what else? The Discussion. That's a new podcast where we go over the news and views of three MCs in urban culture. And yeah, check that out on Thursdays if it happens again.
If it happens again.
If it happens again, you know what I mean? It happened to
trail off.
Yeah, you know, it's like I know the Terrell effect is the what when it, you know, I'm not even trying to throw no shade. It's all good.
Oh, hey, quick, just real quick here, breaking news.
Yep.
Just 1 hour ago, The Rock's daughter Simone Johnson has been signed by the WWE Performance Center.
Yes.
So we'll be going through developmental and probably on NXT pretty soon.
Yes, I saw that. That's dope. Congratulations to Simone Johnson and The Rock.
Yeah, I'm sure Dwayne is super happy with that.
Super.
That is awesome. Oh, so cool.
Yeah. All right. She might be the most electrifying female in sports entertainment.
Goddamn right.
But yeah, I got to prepare for a phone call that I didn't expect to get. And, you know what I mean? I just got to make sure what I say doesn't make anyone upset. But,
yeah.
How do we close this out? It is what it is, and it is what it'll be. Tune in next week for the 1, 2, 3.
Ding, ding, ding.
Boom.
Boom.